name is Abby Pitts, and I'm the Director of Student Retention and Tennessee Promise Support here at Cumberland. Typically, the spring semester, we host a Tennessee Promise Social where you find out as a freshman and sophomore more information about the bachelor's degree programs and how to pay for that after you finish Tennessee Promise. Unfortunately, due to COVID, we've been unable to do that this year, so we put together a brief video to give you some information and hopefully answer questions that you might have. Please take the time to watch the video, and hopefully it'll give you what you need to encourage you to stay at Cumberland after you complete your associate's degree. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Paul Stum, president of Cumberland University, and I've met many of you, but I want to talk this morning about something that's critically important, and that is why it's a good idea to go to college. And some of you have heard me say this before. I tell this to a lot of incoming students or prospective students and their parents, but in my estimation, there are 4 reasons that it's a great idea to go to college. Number 1 is, and by the way, these are in ascending order of importance. The first one is the least important, but the first one is that you might actually learn something while you're in college, particularly if you're going to major in something that's very pragmatic, like nursing or accounting or criminal justice. You might learn some skills that'll help you practice that vocation. Number 2 is, and some of you have heard me say this before too, but if you've been to our county fair, you'll remember they have a wooden man standing outside the area where all the roller coasters and the fun rides are. And that wooden man has his arm out like this, and he has a sign on his chest. And that sign says, you got to be this tall to get on this ride. And that's the way it is in the work world today. If you don't have an earned college degree, you're not tall enough to get on a whole lot of employment rides. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is, and there are a whole ton of studies that document this, but those today with an earned college degree earn, on average, about $20,000 more every year than those without an earned baccalaureate degree. Now, I actually saw a recent study that said that number had increased to $26,000. So whether you go with the low number of 20 or 26, on average, if you have an earned baccalaureate degree, you're going to earn a lot more money. And by the way, over the course of a traditional 40, 50-year work life experience, that $20,000 a year turns into more than $1 million. And $1 million today, even in today's world, can make a lot of difference in your life and in the life of your progeny, your offspring. So that's reason number 3. And reason number 4, and arguably the most important reason why you ought to go to college, is because of the people you meet there. You know, a lot of people meet their lifelong partners or spouses at college. Almost everybody in college meets lifelong friends. So the people you meet is so important about going to college. And by the way, if your lifelong partner or spouse happens to be somebody that earns $20,000 plus more every year, that's not a bad thing either. So those are the 4 reasons that you ought to go to college and you ought to stay in college. Thanks for picking Cumberland University. We're glad you're here.
Hello, I'm Bill McKee, and I'm Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Cumberland University. And I want to congratulate you on your successes at Cumberland thus far. You know, it's really good to be sort of halfway or potentially halfway through your degree program and moving towards your bachelor's. So what do you do differently when you enter upper division than when you were in lower division? Number 1 is that you're going to focus more on the courses that you want to take. We really decide the courses in your first 2 years, and you'll get to decide them in your last 2 years. We also want you to understand that as you move to upper division, some things will change for you. Your relationship with your professors will change because really you're talking about people who are really, really professionals in the field that you want to be a professional in. The next thing I think that will change is that you will more and more look at having internships and other things that really integrate you into the community as well as into the educational system here at Cumberland. So we invite you to look at ways that we can help you move to your professional status to become the person that you want to really become. And our goal is to help you any way we can in the transition from lower division to upper division. And we feel like you're successful at this point, and we want to be a part of your success in the future.
Hey Phoenix family, I'm Dr. Eddie Lovin, Executive Director of Enrollment Services here at Cumberland University. I want to thank you for taking time to watch this video and learn a little bit more about the opportunities for you as a rising upperclassman here at Cumberland. You've just completed the first 2 years here at Cumberland, and we're excited that you're looking at staying here for the last 2 years to complete your bachelor's degree. Cumberland has a lot of different opportunities for you as a bachelor's degree seeking student who's just completed their associate's degree. One of the biggest ones is our Cumberland Promise program. Depending upon your major, you can get anywhere between $6,000 to $16,000 a year to help cover the cost of your tuition. Additionally, we have a new program that we're starting this year called the Phoenix Promise, which for students who have completed their associate degrees here at Cumberland and are in particular majors, you have the opportunity to pay the same amount for your schooling just as you did these last 2 years. And what you would just need to do is schedule an appointment with our financial aid office. You can do so by emailing financialaid@cumberland.edu, and they'll be glad to assist you with that process. Additionally, there are some other scholarships available to you through our endowed and private scholarships. There's one application on our website that puts you into the running for almost $500,000 worth of scholarships. So I encourage you to visit the financial aid website and look at that information, and be sure to sign up and complete those forms as soon as possible because there are some deadlines for those scholarships, and we look forward to seeing you here this coming fall.
Hi, my name is Casey Farner, and I am currently a Tennessee Promise student here at Cumberland. I'm from Springfield, Tennessee, and I'm double majoring in biochemistry and chemistry. I originally chose Cumberland for Tennessee Promise because, it was kind of obvious free school, like getting your associates without the debt. But the more I stayed here, I realized that I liked being on campus. I liked being around my professors. They actually cared whether or not I would pass or fail. And so that's why I've decided to stay here to go for my 2 degrees. And so I hope you guys do too.
I'm Renee Alonso Alvarez. I am from Warren County, Tennessee. It's a place, I live in McMinnville, Morrison, that area there. I'm currently a junior at Cumberland University, and my major is sport management, but I also am minoring in coaching. I picked Cumberland because actually one of my teachers at my high school came to Cumberland, and we took a field trip here, saw the campus. I loved it. It reminded me of home. It wasn't huge, so I knew I wouldn't get lost. And the biggest thing for me was the student to teacher ratio. Teachers had more time to be involved and help out their students. You could always go to one for help. There was always one available, and Cumberland was always very helpful to me in that aspect. And the reason I decided to stay here is I met so many great friends. I had so many great memories. When I first got here, I did not think I would get along with many people. I never had the most friends. I just kind of kept to myself. I got here, met people from all over. People that were from England, people that were from the complete other side of the United States, from Spain, just everywhere. It was such a diverse amount of people here. It was diverse cultures and everything. So it was great to get to know that. And anyone I met, they just wanted to be great friends. And I just love the atmosphere here at Cumberland. So that's why I decided to stay here. And the courses were also fantastic. So that's why I wanted to stay here and continue to get my bachelor's.
Hello, everyone. My name is D'Angelo Steele. I'm currently a senior at Cumberland University, and I study criminal justice with a minor in anthropology. And I decided to go here for my Tennessee Promise because it was the best for me financially, and I thought it would be the best place to further my education after I looked more into the school. And I also decided to stay here for my last 2 years because of the connections I made with the different students that went here, and also the connections I made with the professors that taught the classes I took. And usually you don't get to get a one-on-one session with professors at bigger schools. So with this opportunity, I made a bigger connection with the professors here, and they're more of a best friend / teacher than what you would get anywhere else.
Hello, I'm Dr. Chris Fuller, Dean of the Labrie School of Science, Technology, and Business. I was asked to provide a piece of advice for you. My thought is don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. I teach math, which some students struggle with, and what I've found is, some of the best students that we've worked with don't necessarily know everything that we want them to know coming into the class. That's okay. The important thing is you can identify whatever weaknesses or struggles that you have individually and seek out help for it. While you're here in college, you've got a big support structure to take advantage of. And so if you're struggling in classes, see your professor. If you're struggling otherwise, see your advisor and let them help you identify what you need to make sure you're going to be successful so that you can be prepared as you move along. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth Griffith. I'm the Dean of Nursing and Health Professions here at Cumberland. First of all, welcome to your BS degree. Congratulations on achieving your associate degree. And now on to your next step. One of the things that I would recommend that any student that's moving into their baccalaureate, which of course is the major part of their degree, is get to know your faculty within your major. The more that you can form relationships with your faculty in your major, the more you'll accomplish. The better allies you'll have, you'll start growing your network, and it's just the first step toward your specific career that you're moving toward. So form relationships. That will help.
Hi, I'm Eric Cummings. I'm the Dean of the School of Humanities Education and the Arts here at Cumberland. I have two pieces of advice for anybody transitioning into the last 2 years of their college experience and getting a baccalaureate degree. The first is, it may feel like this is your degree and you have to do it on your own, but you really don't. You need to make sure that you know when to ask for help and make sure that you're not afraid to ask for help. All of our faculty are here for you. We're here to help you get your education, and we are dedicated to making sure that you are successful if you apply yourself. So don't be afraid to ask for help. That's my first piece of advice. The second piece of advice is that a bachelor's degree is designed to help you learn. It's to teach you how to learn, how to analyze, how to write, how to think. So if you decide once you get into your major that it isn't exactly what you want to do, my advice is to power through and finish the degree in the time that you have to do it. Don't extend it, just get it done. And once you have that degree, opportunities will follow. Good luck, do well, and do good.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that it was helpful to answer some of the questions that you might have about life after Tennessee Promise at Cumberland. If you do have follow-up questions for us, please feel free to send us an email at retention@cumberland.edu or stop by our offices in the Learning and Career Commons in either room 205 or 212. I hope you finish the semester strong, and I certainly hope to see you working on your bachelor's degree at Cumberland this fall.